Imagine a family so unhinged that a father, who believes he owns his own bank and that his teeth are teething back, has been arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon after holding his family hostage until a SWAT team had to intervene. Today, we're going to be looking at the Chu family, a TikTok phenomenon that has descended into chaos and crime. We're going to look at Papa Chu, the chaotic antics of his daughter Tophi, and the series of events that led from internet fame to a hostage situation, and the weird habit they have against being hygienic. I have met a lot of nasty people in my life. Fuck. Even when I was younger, I didn't like showering, but even that doesn't compare to Tophia and her family.
Tophia slide out.
If this video makes you think about solving the equation of the universe, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and it helps me to free all the children in my basement. Every like is a child let free. Now back to the video. The story of the Chu family is a bizarre descent into online infamy centered around a 30-year-old TikToker named Tophiachu and her father Donald Siddell, who is better known by his handle Papa Chu. Tophia began posting on TikTok in 2020, slowly amassing over 300,000 followers. Her content was a strange blend of cringe-worthy videos where she played a character called the boss's daughter, which, as one might imagine, was a curious way to gain such a massive following. She became infamous for her extremely long live streams, where she would overshare a vast amount of information about her peculiar family and their strange living situation. A central and somewhat unsettling part of her online persona is her obsession with Asian men. She constantly duets videos with them, role-playing scenarios of flirtation and affection. This particular obsession led her into some very awkward public moments. She was caught on live stream appearing to search for adult content involving Asian teenagers, a moment that was widely seen and criticized, highlighting her problematic behavior. Her content's ability to attract such a massive audience, despite its often uncomfortable nature, is a testament to the strange algorithms of TikTok and the public's fascination with the truly bizarre. The pursuit of online fame can lead to some truly unsettling behaviors. Tophiachu has developed a consistent pattern of blaming others for her problems and mistakes. She frequently attributes her issues to people being racist or fat-phobic. This is particularly ironic, given that she herself has made some deeply racist comments, such as a rant against Mexican women for their language. She also uses fat phobia as an excuse, once complaining that someone sent her a dress in a size small, which she believed was an attempt to mock her. Her online persona is a stark contrast to her offline reality. Tophia seems to believe that her online fame will lead to a massive career, despite today her content consisting of little more than mass, posting TikTok games, duetting Asian men, and her never-ending uneventful live streams. She appears to be just waiting for a golden opportunity to start paying for all of this. The truth of her work history is far from glamorous. Her only job in her entire life was at Dunkin' Donuts, from which she was fired. As for why she was fired, it was reportedly for poor hygiene. The original commentary noted that she had to be stinking up the place for them to tell her that she needed to go. Following her termination, she never got another real job and has since posted multiple times about how working a regular job is beneath her. This reliance on a minimal, inconsistent income source, born from a bizarre sense of entitlement, set the stage for the family's financial disaster. When a career is built on flimsy foundations, the cracks are all too visible. Tophia's reliance on her online antics for income led to a precarious living situation. She earned a small amount of money from TikTok's creator fund, which pays 10 to 20 bucks for every million plays you get on TikTok, meaning she wasn't making any significant money. Whatever she did earn, she would immediately spend on DoorDash and Fortnite skins rather than saving for essential expenses. This financial irresponsibility was enabled by her father, Papa Chu, who had always claimed that he was paying the bills and the rent at the apartment. However, this was a lie. After Tophia discovered her father wasn't paying the rent, she announced that she would begin saving her live stream donations to cover the cost. But in a baffling display of poor judgment, she, her brother, and her father decided to take all the money she earned and go to Comic-Con during this family crisis. The family had been squatting in their apartment for over a few months at this point, and their living situation came to a dramatic head when police arrived to evict them. In a surreal turn of events, Papa Chu barricaded themselves inside, essentially holding the Chu family hostage until a SWAT team had to come in and bust them out. This was not a satirical post, it was a real-life event, and a picture of his arrest has been widely circulated. The shocking escalation from a simple eviction notice to a full-blown SWAT team response is a chilling testament to the level of delusion and chaos that consumed their household, proving that the family's online persona was very much a reflection of their offline reality. Financial irresponsibility, when combined with family chaos, often leads to an explosive end. Papa Chu, a man who makes his daughter Tophia look like a normal person, is an insane can of worms. He operates under the delusion that his new name is Ezekiel Morai Fusaro and that he owns his own bank, the Ozark International Bank of American Government World Bank. With his imaginary bank, he has devised a bizarre plan to change the world. He claims that every nation in the world is going to do a reset, which will eliminate all debt. His plan is that every nation needs to print a ludicrous amount of money, specifically $999 billion, and then wait for his further instructions. His personal payment for this grand scheme would be an equally absurd amount. And the presidents and vice presidents of every nation would receive a smaller but still astronomical salary. The source of his policies is never revealed, leaving many to wonder if he just genuinely needed an impossibly large amount of money for his own mysterious purposes. In a similar vein of delusion, he addressed the state of his teeth, claiming, "My teeth are going to grow back." He believes that at 58 years old, he is teething right now like a baby. His mental state is clearly unstable, and he engages in a number of bizarre rituals, such as taping green crosses all over his apartment to keep the police and white people away. This strategy, however, clearly did not work, as he is currently in jail. You know, his whole plan of eliminating debt and printing money reminds me of my last trip to Las Vegas. It felt like a great idea at the time, and now I'm just waiting for a SWAT team to come get me. Delusion, unchecked, can transform into a whole new reality. Tophiachu's mental instability led to some truly disturbing and hateful public pronouncements. He shared his thoughts on white people, stating he has no use or utility for that type of ignorance, and issued a chilling and violent threat: remove yourself or be removed, and then kill yourself and your family and your friends and all your associates. This was not a moment for humor. It was the unfiltered rant of a man who seemed to be a danger to himself and others. He also had a few ideas for changing some laws. He proposed that smoking and porn will be legal for anyone aged 16 and older, and that prostitution is to be legalized. He added with a bizarre self-importance, "I have my reasons. I have my reasons." This disturbing perspective, particularly his call for 16-year-olds to be involved in the porn industry, was delivered while Mama Chu was present filming the entire thing. The video suggests that none of Papa Chu's hateful and unhinged rants made Mama Chu flinch. But what did make her mad was when Papa Chu would flirt with his live stream viewers by sticking his tongue out. This reaction from his wife, who didn't seem to mind his more egregious statements, highlights a truly bizarre set of priorities. This selective outrage reveals a family dynamic where genuine harm is dismissed, but a perceived public disrespect on a live stream is deemed a grave offense. It's a surreal and deeply troubling look into a family completely disconnected from reality and any form of conventional morality. The lines of acceptable behavior are often drawn in the most unexpected places. Thankfully, this lunatic is in jail right now. He was originally arrested for false imprisonment, and though he was released a month or two later, he was rearrested for a more serious charge: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. While it's unknown who he attacked or with what, the hope is that the victims are safe. The current whereabouts of Tophia and the rest of the Chu family are unconfirmed. They could be living in a motel, a low-income house, or even a homeless shelter. Tophia continues to go live every night, but she now uses a TikTok green screen filter to place herself in a room from Pinterest. The fact that she is pretending to be in a nicer room online while her real-life situation is so dire is a truly pathetic display of denial. It's unknown where the rest of the family is, but we know Tophia is still going live every night waiting for that golden opportunity to finally come. Her narrative arc has progressed from a seemingly innocent, if awkward, activist to a belligerent, hateful individual who openly targets others. It's a strange kind of activism, one that involves advocating for global economic reset and then getting arrested for aggravated assault. Maybe he's a performance artist?